island is known as a holy island where a lot of people do some spiritual and also vows for their own needs, and also it's one of the most attractive islands in Malacca where the government took place to build a golf course and also chalets and also houses. Regarding about the island, where there's a lot of things that you can do and you can't do. Basically, like if you build the island, it would be very clean, no faulty poor letter word language, and also the island has to be pork free, right? It symbols that the island where a lot of Indian Muslims are living now today, and they practice a lot of spiritual and also voodoo stuff. Okay, the island have a lot of place where you can visit and you can't visit because due to respect of the spiritual things where you can't simply spit everywhere and also urine as well you like. Because this island is very holy and also you got to respect the owner of the land itself.
There was one time I was actually sleeping in my dorm and I heard someone calling my name. I looked up and there's something it's dark, it's pitch black, but then I saw this one like silhouette of something. I looked up and I'm like, I just went back to sleep. You'll feel something disturbed. I felt disturbed when I woke up suddenly. Yeah, because there lots of these stories happened when I was in high school. My friend he woke up one day and he looked at he opened his shirt and he saw scratches on his back. There's actually a spirit a ghost who does that. And there's one thing I have experienced is when you're sleeping and you feel really something's pressuring your chest. Yeah, something's really pressuring your chest, and that's basically a ghost as well. But then a good way for you to not let them disturb you, you just tell them this: look, I'm not disturbing you, you're not disturbing me. It's simple as that. As long as you believe that he exists and he knows that you exist, and you know he exists, and then you don't do anything to offend him or annoy him, then he should leave you alone. But if he doesn't, then it means that he's probably done something for you. Just remember what while we're on the island, just remember what you have to do. Yeah, the do's and the don'ts.
Because we call it in our language, we call it makwirili. It's something like just going. You feel it's like from here down, then just like that. It shows the sign like there is something at that place.
And I become like very sensitive in spiritually. So sometimes when I go into a place which is not clean, I immediately will feel it. Same thing with when I go into a church where the spiritual is strong. So I will feel that I will get the sense of what is it like very fast. So to go into such a place is kind of like for me is a big thing. Because I'm like very sensitive, have the kind of the body. So I hope nothing bad will happen. If there's something in that place, I would definitely feel it. We're already on the ferry, so we're going to explore the island. Right now, we just arrived to the island after 15 minutes of sailing. So now this is a view from the island. You want to record?
Right now we're actually at the island. Alright, so right now we're on the way to a surau or a mosque. So because we just interviewed that guy at the museum, and we asked whether there are more interesting places or interesting people we can interview. And he said that right here, we're actually going to walk in front of the cemetery of one of the nation's heroes that fought for the nation and died. And we'll soon reach the mosque so that we can hopefully we can interview someone who can give us a little bit more insight on the island.
The people who are here, they are they are not ordinary people. They are gifted. From the sea, we can go to the God. Only that. Very simple.
So this is a holy island.
This is a holy island. That's very, very right. So when we want to come to the spiritual life, it doesn't mean it's not civilized. You can be a doctor, you can be an engineer, you can be a professor. Anybody are welcome to this spiritual life. If this is not seen by eyesight, you must go by this. There is a spiritual masters, so we must go through by them.
So we heard the story of a little bit of the history of the island and how this island is as it is, a holy island. And now we're going to the place or the house of the owner of the island. He is a Tansri, but sadly enough he is not available today. So we are going to try to talk to his representative, and let's hope that goes well, because if that goes well, we have what we need for today.
What's special about this island is it's a place to relax. It's not different than Langkawi because there is a makam, a place, a grave of a very special person.
Yeah, who's that special person?
His name is Sultan Arifin Sheikh Ismail. In the Muslim, special in Muslim because of his missionary work. If you go there and read the sign, it says that his history is written there in English and in Malay. He comes all the way from Baghdad to spread Islam. That's why I mentioned missionary. The Christian missionary, there is also Muslim missionary that came to Malacca.
So who lives on the island?
Who lives on the island? There's no locality. For a spiritual journey and for leisure, there are two types of purpose of coming here. One, of course, to relax, perhaps barbecue, and the other picnic, and the other one for spiritual.
Okay, so it's okay for non-spiritual
Yes,
people
yes.
that come to this island.
That's why I mentioned. That's why I mentioned barbecue, picnics. Yeah,
So this island is like open for tourism, right?
definitely. Yes, definitely.
Okay, but from the internet we heard a lot about something like negative about the island. Can you explain what is that? Some like supernatural activities. For some people get punished if they do bad things. Can you explain that?
Because it's a holy place,
Yeah.
therefore it doesn't blend with wild parties, example alcohol and what you mentioned just now, things that are prohibited by Muslims. Spiritual thing is like it blends together with meditation. Then it comes to peace of mind, bring you closer to God. That's how you practice.
So after 2 hours and 30 minutes of the trip, we visit the island. We're back. The things that we feel is actually we heard a lot of a story about the island is not true. It's negative. The truth about the island is it's a very safe place. It's a very peaceful place. Many people come here and to meditate, to seek their spiritual journey, and it's have a very nice and calm atmosphere. So the discovery upon our trip is we discover the rumor is not true. So this island is very welcoming to people to visit.